Hi you guys, Eliana here from Eliana Nunes Events. I am doing a little series of videos on questions that I get asked frequently. These are questions from my clients about floral design, about event design, planning. So I'm going to be putting the answer to some of these questions on video, and I'm just going to be posting them here on my YouTube channel and likely using it on other places as well. So you might see them on Instagram and you just heard me saying YouTube, or you might see them on my website. I don't know where they're gonna end up, but either way, I'm going to put them out there, so hopefully the answers will help someone else rather than just my clients that I get to answer it to directly. So the question today is a design question, and I'm going to try to keep it fairly quick because I've already done this video twice. The first time I said a word very wrong, so I just couldn't keep going with it. If you don't know, I speak primarily Portuguese. Well, that's my my native language, but I've lived here and spoken English for 12 years now. However, every now and again there's going to be a word that just won't come to me, and I will just say a word that's completely absurd. So that happened in the first video, and then the second video I was almost done with the video and then I sneezed and I was like, what in the world? So I just I need to keep this one short because I have a call of a client here soon, so I need to go ahead and wrap this up and get it out there. But anyways, so today's question is, can I blend in design styles? I had this question asked to me just yesterday actually by a client, and I've heard it many times before from other people. So I was like, hey, that's a good question to answer, right? So hopefully this will help other people. So the answer is not a simple one. I'm gonna ask you a question to help answer this. Is it okay? I'm gonna use food, if you guys don't mind, because I love food. So I'm gonna go with food here. Is it okay to mix chicken and waffles? Yeah. It's okay with me. I love chicken and waffles. I know not everybody loves it, but most people do. So, democracy. So if a lot of people like it, it's good, right? You don't have to like it, but it's still a good idea. Now, if you don't like chicken and waffles, think about something else, some other, amazing culinary fusion that you just love, and it's, unexpected. And maybe other people don't like it, but you love it, and a lot of other people do. So it's good, right? Now, for another example, let's say, is it a good idea to mix pasta into your smoothie? I don't think so. At least I don't want to try it. So that same thought process with me applies to design. There's no one answer. You have to look at what styles you're trying to blend and see if they make sense together. A lot of styles do. You can mix, classic and modern, and you can create something absolutely fantastic and beautiful. You can mix, let me see what else. Well, you can mix like classic with a little bit of like an old world feel, and that's gonna be fantastic. I super love that, so that's kind of why that was one of my examples. But then you can maybe think about mixing, let's say, country and art deco. Like, no, right? I don't want to see it. So it's really a matter of figuring out whether the two styles that you're trying to mix in together, or whether it's, more than two, the more you try to add in, the more complicated it will become to figure out whether or not it works. So you really just have to look at it on, a case by case basis and figure out whether it's going to work or not. And it can be tricky sometimes. So the best solution for it, in my opinion, obviously, is to work with a designer. Now, I understand not everybody can hire a designer for their wedding. So my advice to you, if you're not able to hire, a designer that you trust and like, to create something amazing for you, to work alongside with you, to answer all these questions and, figure out all of the details to make something that works for you, then my advice would be, put yourself out there for inspiration. So go be inspired by fashion, go be inspired by architecture, go be inspired by home decor, because in all of these you're going to see a blend of a lot of different styles, and sometimes you're going to love it and sometimes you're going to hate it. So that will help you to figure out what is that works for you and what doesn't. And you don't even have to get out of the house to do that, because there is there are tons of blogs out there, and there is Instagram, and there is Pinterest. So just get out there and expose yourself to things, and maybe start your own Pinterest board of everything, like just a bunch of different things that inspire you, and then continue to go back through that board every few weeks and take out things that you don't really like anymore. Sometimes that will help you to narrow it down, like in the course of a month, to the things that you really are attracted to, so that you can kind of say, okay, this is what I really like, and you can start working from there. If you don't trust your own taste, ask for help of a friend. Most everybody would love to help you with, most people think that's a fun part. I love it. I think it's a super fun part of wedding planning, it's the wedding design. So, ask help to a friend, or, your sister, or, really anybody that you think have good taste, and they will probably help you to throw some ideas together and, come up with something that's pretty. Obviously, when you're getting married, what matters the most is what that day is about. It's about marrying the person that you love. It's about starting a new chapter of your life. So it's not just about the wedding day, it's about the marriage. And I agree with that 100%. However, as a designer and as a person who's highly drawn to aesthetic, I also believe that you don't want that super special day to be unappealing visually, because I feel like the visual part of it's part of the overall experience. So even if it's simple, even if it's very basic, you still want it to be tasteful and elegant, so that you have pictures that you can look back later on and you can still love them, and you still think they're amazing, and you still feel still kind of be able to go back to those memories and be like, oh yes, I really love that day. So that's my overall advice. I'm sorry it took me like 8 minutes. I guess I'm just really chatty. So, or at least maybe I'm just lacking some caffeine this morning, so that's why I'm a little chatty. But anyways, or maybe I just am chatty. I don't know. But either way, I hope that this is helpful to you. And if you have any questions that I may be able to answer to you for you, please feel free to shoot me a message, and I'll be happy to help in any way that I can. If you have any questions that you want to send my way, I may make a video answering it as well. And if there's anything I can do for you, just let me know. But that would be my overall advice. Think about the chicken and waffle and smoothie and pasta thing. It may be a great idea, it may not be a great idea. So just, look like really well into it and make sure that, the two styles you're thinking about blending will go together and will, be appealing and elegant in the end. And as long as it's you and you love it and it's pretty and tasteful, that's all that matters, because it's your wedding day in the end. So it's all about, what you love and what's personal and meaningful to you. So I hope you go out there and have a good time with your planning, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.